So if you're on the twin flame journey and you are in the process of calling in your divine union and you are doing the healing work, I need to talk to you actually about a healing trap that is incredibly pervasive in the spiritual community. The healing trap is literally this trap where you are healing yourself over and over and over again, and it's actually coming from an energy of self-rejection rather than an energy of self-love. And the problem with that is that when you come at yourself with this energy of self-rejection, trying to change yourself, trying to fix yourself, you actually vibrationally cannot be aligned with your true divine counterpart and your divine union. It's really easy to fall into this, and don't feel bad if you have fallen into this, because this is something that's perpetuated in almost every single spiritual community on the internet. It's this idea that there is something wrong with our negative feelings, with our emotional needs, with our dependency needs, with our flaws, our traumas. And there's this idea that if we are spiritual enough, we are going to heal ourselves out of that. But that is a trap, because you can never heal yourself out of something that is authentic to you. And I would go so far as to say that even your traumas, even your triggers, even the moments when you are really triggered and reacting, those are not actually flaws. From a higher self level, every single trauma that you take on is something that you chose to work through. And there's actually nothing wrong with you for experiencing that and going through that. In fact, most people, if not all people who identify with being on a spiritual journey, especially who identify with being on the twin flame journey, specifically came to this lifetime to heal ancestral patterns and traumas around love and relationships to create a new relationship paradigm for all of humanity. So I would be more concerned if you weren't incredibly triggered, if you weren't incredibly traumatized, and if you weren't going through a lot of struggles, separation, heartbreak, and rejection, because that is exactly the things that your soul wanted to overcome. Because on the other end of that is a harmonious union of unconditional love where you get to be yourself, where you get to be given love freely without expectation or codependency or any of those negative karmic cycles that are found in karmic relationships. The number one thing that you want to do if you are trying to call in your divine union in the physical 3D world is to radically love yourself. Radically love yourself and all of your flaws, and actually to stop trying to change yourself, but instead to bring this intention towards your healing work as I am doing this healing work because I know that this is causing me pain and I know that I deserve relief from it. Versus there are all of these things that are wrong with me and I need to fix this in order to deserve my true twin flame / divine counterpart. Feel the difference? That is the real frequency that attracts in union. If you want to learn more, I go super in depth in this in my free masterclass, The Energetics of Union. You can watch it from the link in my bio. Let me know what you think, and of course, follow for more.